Megascans is a free resource once you've signed up with your Unreal Engine account. There's 13,000 and growing different high resolution scans that you can use for your Unreal Engine modeling. Previously, this sort of service was very expensive, but it's amazing that we can now get access to all of these materials. Every type of material from rocks to bags of rubble could be shown in your scene. Everything's photo scanned from real things, so you will find that these are really amazing photogrammetry. Typically you can get these up to 8K. You can get them in physical based rendering, PBR, in albedo, a range of different maps that are really handy for use in your Unreal Engine scene. Also worth noting, 3D plants are available, which is particularly useful for architecture. There's all sorts of things from ferns to other trees and plants. There's massive levels of detail available. So here as an example, this one looks a little bit sad and sorry for itself, but you can see that there's a high resolution scan that can be dropped straight into your Unreal Engine model. There are a range of different meshes you put together, but it's at an 8K resolution scan. It's exceptional, and especially considering it's free. A lot of this stuff is obviously built for gaming, but it's fantastic, of course, for our use in architectural modeling. They even use these in commercial movies and videos. You're more than likely going to use these sorts of plants in your models. You can also use go to services and pick different types of materials, which of course again are super interesting for architectural modeling. For example, let's look for some concrete and see what we can find. There'll be a range of different options. Just click into the search field and have a look. You'll find a range of different types of materials and models. Scroll through and you can see the displacements and get an idea of a model that will suit your particular application. Of course, you can also download these and use them in other programs. It's not tied to Unreal Engine, but having signed up for your free Unreal Engine account, it's a great resource to have access to. You can also adjust the lighting in this preview to get an idea of how this will look when lit. But let's go back and find some concrete that we were going to try and apply into our model. Let's find a pillar that we can utilize. Well, because we're signed in, we can literally just download this straight into our Unreal model. Back in Unreal, we can bring that pillar into our materials selection. We create ourselves a new material to take all of these scans from Megascans, and this new material we assign the different components to. So we bring in each of these elements from Megascans. So in this material, we assign each of the components. So for our pillar, the texture sample roughness goes into roughness. The albedo goes into base color, which is essentially the same thing. The displacement we're not going to worry about for the moment, and we'll whack this one into the normal, which is like a bump mapping. We can save that out, which will get applied. Then we can drag the actual component, the column, into our scene. And the material that we created can be dragged onto that column. So we literally just drag it out of our content browser onto the pillar. And as you can see, that's got a great texture on the top, which is very impressive. This is a great example of how you can use Megascans to create materials for Unreal Engine.